Crackadona, what is the big picture?
So, for the past 80 years, this has been going on, and up until just 2017, it was not taken seriously. Now we're having congressional hearings.
Check this retard's fucking hard drive!
They can do with their minds. They can make you think. They can plant false memories. They can paralyze you.
It's roasted.
They know who to talk to and who not to talk to, which is not true of people who have delusions, or have come up with something which is a reflection of a mental illness. And the only thing that I know that behaves like that is real experience, where something has actually happened to these people. Then the question is, what has happened?
And he said he just wants to put it in my table. It's just a simple test. And I don't know, it won't hurt. Don't do it. Don't do it. And even though it won't hurt. And he sticks a needle into my table.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
What is the big picture?
Well, the big picture is it's progress. How the fuck are you? I'm having some technical difficulties right this very second. It always waits until I go live. Right away when I go live, it all starts going to hell. What's up, Midnight? How are you? Is there a lot of people live tonight? Where is everybody? Well, that's all right. I wasn't gonna go live. I was just so fucking bored. What's up, Kramos? How are you, buddy? Good to see you, as always. Murphy's Law, yeah. Yeah. What's up, Shepard? How are you? Cloud Zach, good to see you, bud. Everybody have a good Monday. I had an alright Monday. It was so busy at work. The day fucking flew by. I got to work at 10 o'clock, and before I knew it, it was 6:30. And I came home and I took a shower and just kind of like sat here. I practiced my bass for the first time in a long time tonight. That was I gotta get back to it, man. It's I gotta turn this down. It's way too loud. So I had to stop playing my bass for a while because I have like really bad carpal tunnel, and I hadn't gone and gotten the procedure that I usually get every 6 months to fix it, which is like cortisone injections in my wrists. Because the guy I go to, he's great, but he's really hard to get into. It's not like, oh, I need to go and get topped up and I'll just go see the doctor. No, you gotta like call him, make an appointment 2 months in advance. It's usually at a god awful time in the morning because all of the good times are taken. Like, you can't just go and see the guy at like 11 o'clock. You gotta go at 8 in the morning. Ugh. I'm not a morning person. I don't ever do mornings if I can avoid it. What's up, 7-Eleven manager? How are you? Shorty, good to see you, bud. Yeah, so I it's coming up. It's I got another week to get through. If I can get through this week and get to next Friday, I think it is, I'm gonna have my hands back. Guys, I don't think you understand. Like, I can't even, like, I'm struggling to pick this up with this hand. One time my hand got so bad, it fucking locked shut like a claw, and I couldn't open it. And I had to go, it didn't release until they gave me the fucking shots. I also get, it's carpal tunnel and trigger finger, which fucking, it's so painful. Sometimes I'll just pick up something and I'll get like an electric shock through my fucking arm. And it's in both hands. These fucking fingers are numb. Your thumb, your pointer finger, your ring finger on both hands go fucking numb, which is very uncomfortable. I have to like sleep with braces. I'm a fucking mess, man. Don't get old. You know what I mean? And it was just, it's, you know what, how I got it? When I got out of the hospital, when I got on my journey to become sober, it sounds very gay when I say that. I give myself douche chills whenever I open my mouth and speak. I needed to do hobbies that I did not do while I was drinking, right? So I couldn't play video games for the longest time. And then when I did start playing video games again, I had to play games that I had never played. So I found this game called, it's Amazon's version of WoW. It's called like New World or something. And it was just fucking repetitive clicking for hours. Like, it's starting to hurt just doing that right now. I gave myself trigger finger and carpal tunnel in both of my hands, and it'll never go away. I will have it for the rest of my life. I got fucking carpal tunnel for playing video games. Oh, man. It's not what you guys think that what you're thinking that I got carpal tunnel from is not it. It's like, it should be, but it's not. I don't know what's going on tonight. Anything? So what I guess we could talk about is there has been, are we all familiar with the Lockheed Martin Tic Tac? Well, not Lockheed Martin, just the Tic Tac in general. The Tic Tac video. Maybe I should play it for those who aren't. I mean, it's in my trailer. You know, it's that part in the trailer. If you know what I'm talking about, just go and look at my trailer. And it's when like the crosshair locks in on the dot zipping across the top of the ocean, and the F-18 pilot goes, "Whoa, got him!" That's the Tic Tac. It's a Tic Tac shaped object that Commander David Fravor testified in front of Congress about, and it just kind of like it's zipping around on the surface of the ocean, and these F-18 pilots are like circling around, like trying to fucking get a beat on it, and it's following them. So it's like, it's clearly got some intelligent control to it, right? And then it fucking zips away at like 10,000 miles an hour. And the F-18 pilots are like, oh, well, it's gone. So we better go back to our rally point, which was quite a ways away. It was like 60 miles away. And when they get to their rally point, and they're in jets, by the way, so they're traveling faster than the speed of sound, probably. I don't know. I didn't really get the details. They get back to their rally point, and what's waiting for them at their rally point? The fucking Tic Tac that had zipped away at 10,000 miles an hour. It knew where their rally point was. That's like super secret military information that nobody should be privy to, let alone a Tic Tac that's darting around on top of the ocean and flying at 10,000 miles an hour with no visible control surfaces or means of propulsion. You know, they're looking at this thing with flare, you know, infrared vision. There's no like heat coming off of the back of it. This thing doesn't have any wings, doesn't have any propellers, doesn't have any jet propulsion, and it's just zipping around and it knows where they're going. Anyways, they call it the Tic Tac because it's all white and it looks like a pill, right? There's been some revelations. There's always been some speculation as to what it was. Some of these objects are ours, right? They belong to us. They're man-made. It's a new form of propulsion that we're not, you know, the general public doesn't really know about yet. And the theory has always been that they took, you know, the crash retrievals from like Roswell and all this, and they somehow reverse engineered it and they put it into their own shit. And that's what the Tic Tac is. It's like Tesla and T. Townsend Brown's work, culminating with a mix of like recovered alien tech. Who knows how they got to this point, right? But it was always said, the first time I had heard that it was Lockheed Martin's craft was in a Stephen Greer documentary called The Lost Century. This movie came out maybe like 10 years ago or so. But it was the first time I had ever heard about the Tic Tac shape, and, you know, it's a pill and they have these little antenna that come out of the bottom that look like little ant legs, right? And who knows how it works. I'm guessing it has to do with Tesla's work, which revolves around high voltage electricity and torids and all this other shit. Nobody really knows. But I say all that to bring us to today, well, this past week. And Representative Burlinson, he's a sitting member of Congress. He also sits on the UAP task force with Anna Paulina Luna and Tim Burchett. Those are all Congress people. He's been doing the podcast rounds. And he's been saying a lot of interesting things. So I'm going to play this clip. And then this ties into the most recent thing that Ross Coulthart had said. He made a bit of a revelation. He's come to a conclusion, gang. Okay? Now, when Ross Coulthart says things, I listen, because the guy is pretty on the ball. He has not been... He broke the David Grush story. He broke the Jake Barber story, where they showed a real UAP recovery. It was an egg. It was a little disappointing, I'm not going to lie. But we'll get to that after this. This is what Congressman Burlinson had to say.
To me, that say that the Tic Tac is a Lockheed Martin creation. The latest person that came to me says that he has video of the first, second, and third iteration of the Tic Tac, and he's going to show me. So I'm trying to set that up. The way he describes it is that they had a prototype. They've made changes to it. They've made it more advanced, and then now it's in iteration number 3, which I did see a photo of, and it looks like pretty advanced military.
I'm just gonna go back here for a second,
and he's going to show me. So, Tic Tac is a Lockheed Martin creation. The latest person that came to me says he has video of the first, second, and third iteration of the Tic Tac, and he's going to show me. So I'm trying to set that up.
So what he's saying is that he has people who are confiding in him that the Tic Tac is the Lockheed Martin craft. And what they've done is the Tic Tac is the first iteration. So it's shaped like a Tic Tac. It's all white, has these little antennas on it. The speculation is that this is the sort of prototype working model proof of concept of this new propulsion system that shouldn't be possible, right? Like they're all we got is rocket like propulsion and lift from an airplane wing and lift from a helicopter propeller. That's it. There's in gliding, but that's just the same principle as the airplane wing. It's lift. We have no other means of propulsion, and this is science fiction stuff. This is shit to get excited about. We do live in like a Star Wars type universe, right? There's aliens and we have fucking ships that can fly around and zip around and shit. Isn't that fucking wild? And this dork from Congress is basically telling us that, yeah, it's true. So what Lockheed Martin did is they got this first one, that's the Tic Tac. Then they sort of like modified it and they had a second version that was like a little slicker version of the Tic Tac, right? It looked a little different, maybe didn't have those antenna on it, but now Lockheed Martin is getting fucking slick. They got the science worked out pretty much. And what they're doing is instead of having people have sightings of the Tic Tac, which there's been many sightings of the Tic Tac. I think Faded Bone said he saw a Tic Tac. I'm going to say Tic Tac 100 more times. Tic Tac, Tic Tac, Tic Tac, Tic Tac. But, so what they're doing now is they're taking that tech and they're putting it into experimental airplanes, like the newest version of whatever the B-2 bomber replacement is, or like, like experimental aircraft. Like, did you guys see the new Top Gun movie? Did you see that new Lockheed Martin jet in the new Top Gun movie? They're putting this tech inside airplane, like more conventional looking airplanes like that, as a cover, because they don't, you see a fucking thing with no wings shaped like an egg, you're gonna go, that's probably a UFO. But if you put it in a spicy looking sleek new jet that Lockheed Martin's working on, less people are going to be paying attention because they're going to go, oh, it's just Lockheed Martin and their fancy new secret jet. Right. Yeah, but that thing doesn't even need the wings that are attached to it. It could just zip around, Tic Tac, Tic Tac, Tic Tac, Tic Tac. Yeah, Midnight. That was one of the theories about the original Tic Tac video, was that how could that Tic Tac know what the rally point was for the jets? I doubt an alien like species would care. It was probably them testing out the Tic Tac to see how the Navy reacts, because they were doing it right off of the coast of California in front of the Nimitz, and that's where these jets launched from. And they were probably seeing, what these trained professionals, how they react, and then it takes off, and then it's back at the point that only the Navy would know where they were rallying at. So I say inside job. I think it was the government testing itself. That's a great insight, Midnight. Yeah. What's up, Kat? How are you? You're here to watch an ad every 20 minutes. Can't wait. Well, Senate, if you fucking donated a few bucks to me, I wouldn't have to run these ads. Right now, it's the only way I'm making money. Okay? So suck my nuts, bitch. Anyways, let's get back to the video.
The way he describes it is that,
what's up, Dave?
they had a prototype. They've made changes to it. They've made it more advanced, and then now it's in
Fucking
iteration
watch
number
the
3,
ads,
which
Senate. You better not skip them.
I did see a photo of, and it looks like pretty advanced
right.
military like craft, like a plane, but it's clearly human made. It's nothing
No, he
that
just
I've
said
ever
the
seen.
thing. Let me go back.
You
Real
know,
quick.
our military. It looks like pretty advanced military. They've made it more advanced, and then now it's in iteration number 3, which I did see a photo of, and it looks like pretty advanced military like craft, like a plane, but it's clearly human made. It's nothing that I've ever seen. You know, our military has, but his claim is that they have discovered a propulsion that's a new type of propulsion. They used it in the first iteration, which was the Tic Tac. They have an intermediary one that they are more advanced with, and then now they're putting it inside of what looks conventional, so that it's not obvious.
Disguise. Oh, that's interesting.
You know, we were talking about this the other night, Texas Cat. I think you're onto something here. Me and Faded were talking about this. I bet important people and celebrities are using this tech already. How do they show up at different places around the world all the time? I mean, that would be too obvious. I think that it could be possible that not even celebrities. See, I think celebrities are too low on the hierarchy of important beings, right? Somebody, who was it? The guy's name is Tim Allen, I think. And he worked for NASA, and he's very spooky. He's like some sort of I don't know, he's in the know somehow. And he put out a list of like the hierarchy where I'm paraphrasing, so don't hold me to it, but it goes gods or God, then it's angels, and then under that it's extraterrestrials, advanced civilizations, whatever you want to call them. And then here's where it gets a little weird. It's intelligence agencies, and then average everyday humans like me and you. So I'm thinking like somewhere up in it's the intelligence agencies are definitely using them. Then there was that one whistleblower. What was his name? I bet you I could get him on here, this guy. And I would love to talk to him. He's the one who said that he was in the military during the tsunami when President Obama was in office, and we sent an aircraft carrier down there to the rumor is to get his extended family out, but they were there for aid purposes. And this ground platoon of Marines goes down into the jungle, and they see a black triangle sort of oscillating just off the ground, a very large one, maybe 100 feet or so in diameter, maybe more. And they go to investigate it, and as they're on their way, they're accosted by military men with indiscriminate like fatigues, like all black, no flags, but they spoke perfect English. They disarm all of these Marines, and as they're yoking these guys up, like setting them down on the side of the road, a truck rolls up and it has these like canisters on it, and it rolls up onto a base under the floating black pyramid UFO, and the base raises up into the bottom of the UFO, and the UFO zips off, right? That's probably what they're doing. It's probably the intelligence agencies using these for human trafficking and drug running to, facilitate all of their espionage activities. And you can get real crazy with the fucking conspiracy shit. There's no way to prove it. It's an interesting story. I don't know how much I believe it. Oh, Faded Bones thinks it's something else. I actually watched that video about the Marines. Yeah, I forget the guy's name and it escapes me, but I believe him. I 100% believe that he is telling the truth. He just seems like a very believable guy. He's on Twitter. I follow him. I could look it up, but I'm too lazy. Yeah, so that's pretty
Interesting.
much
So you're
it for
saying
this video.
eventually the
Now, I'm
tech
playing
makes its
this
way
to
into things
it's
that we're
funny
already
that-
familiar with.
I'm a big timing guy. Everybody says that about me. I'm a big like timing guy. I'm gonna have it on my tombstone. And so Burlinson said this a week or two ago, and then Ross Coulthart comes out with a video today that I'm gonna play next. So that's it for that video. Stop screen. And then Ross Coulthart, who broke the Grush story. Where's the video? Here it is. Okay. So then he comes out with this. Ross Coulthart here with the big scoop.
I now know categorically that the Tic Tac is Lockheed Martin technology.
Okay.
Confirmed.
The Tic Tac is Lockheed Martin technology. Why are we being lied to?
Are you going to put it there, Skibbity
This
Bob?
is the issue. Why is the United States government now participating at White House executive level in collusion with the national security state to keep secret the fact that they've made these advances? I suspect it's because they've realized that they're being overtaken by their foreign adversaries, and they don't want you to know that. I now know categorically.
So he's saying they're going to be taken over by their foreign adversaries. I don't like how foreign people say words. Adversaries. Is that how he pronounced adversaries? An aluminium. I bet he says. What a fucking twat. But he's confirming that it's Lockheed Martin. I have no reason to not believe Ross Coulthart, but of course, with such amazing claims, you got to have some sort of evidence to back it up. And all of these guys, all of their evidence, I'm sure, are very credible whistleblowers, but like hardly any of them are willing to come forward for fear of retribution. But what he said there at the end is a little concerning, because maybe for 80 years or as long as the program's gone on and we've harnessed this technology, we've had the edge. We've been the dominant force in the world. Maybe Russia and China suspected that we had some sort of technology. How do Americans get all of this intel before we do anything? And we're always, we have a little trick up our sleeve with this tech. It sounds like maybe the Chinese and potentially the Russians have also cracked this technology. And maybe that's why we're now going to find out about Lockheed Martin's anti-grav tech, basically. What's up, Faded Bones? How are you?
Nothing much. Just chilling. How are you?
Are you out working, or what are you doing?
On a Monday? Nope.
Well, I mean, most people work on Mondays. Why do you say it like it's incredulous? Like you're incredulous that I even asked?
Because you've known me for fucking like 3 years and I haven't worked once on a Monday, and you're like,
yeah, but I don't notice those things.
Okay. Well, that's why you're 3 feet tall. Continue.
Do I have anything else on this subject? Oh, I got one for you, Faded. I think we should check in on where was this? Sugarland, Texas on July 3rd. There's just a very quick 3-second video that I think that I feel like you need to see this. When I saw it, I knew it was important right away. But are you looking at your monitor? Why is your camera off? I'm offended.
I'm gonna, because I'm fucking doing my hair, pulling it out of my head.
Oh, neat.
I'm making a nest in the room for the eggs I'm about to lay.
Oh, I hope Maxine pisses in it.
Well, I'm gonna piss on her.
All right. This is probably the most important. This is
black guy.
Faded Bones. This is a person. Yes, a person.
Oh, no.
Honoring our country with the national anthem in Sugarland, Texas. And it's the most important video you guys are going to see all week. Just shut up and pay attention for once. Are you ready? This is going to make the patriotism flow through your feet. Okay, it's just gonna come out of you. Got it?
I'm editing.
Oh, that's not part of the song.
That's the George Washington Carver version.
Oh. She added some extra notes there. Oh.
You don't know,
Dude, I could watch this
dance.
all day.
That's just the African dance move.
Dude, she fucking Bugs Bunny like cartoon fell like flat with her arms.
I don't believe in dentists.
Dude, yeah, I'm just gonna let it play for like 10 minutes.
That should be your new child.
You know what? We don't even need me. Let's just do this. It gets funnier every time.
Well, she keeps getting back up and she keeps doing it.
Yeah, she's no quitter, Faded Bones.
She keeps starting back at the same spot of the song.
Why do they do that with their voices in every song they sing?
Because Crackadona, can you imagine a dog trying to talk?
Yes, Faded Bones.
Can you imagine a dog trying to vocalize like in a human way?
I've seen it. It's adorable.
Yeah, it's exactly that video right there.
Mm.
It's all, like Coco the gorilla. It's kind of like that.
Oh. Here we go. Let's check back in with the to go back to the Tic Tac. Somebody who, like I was saying earlier, the fucking let me get rid of that. The first time I ever heard about the Tic Tac belonging to Lockheed Martin was from this fella right here. Mr. Gay, closeted gay Israeli intelligence operative, Dr. Stephen Greer himself. But this interview that he did with Jesse Michaels, which is fucking hilarious, I highly recommend everybody goes and watches it. He just interrupted him 10,000 times.
He faded bones them, basically. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Whenever Jesse Michaels mentions Stephen Greer now, people always comment under him, well, if you would have just let him finish, because that's what fucking Dr. Stephen Greer kept saying. He's like, well, if you would have just let me finish.
Jesse Michaels is like, so, Dr. Greer, how many inches can you take in the ass? Well, if you let me finish, I was going to.
If you'd have just let me finish, God damn it!
I was getting right to it. If you just let me fucking come, I could fucking answer your questions. If you let me finish, just let me finish all over your face.
Well, he's a very important lizard person, Faded Bones.
Lizards.
And
die.
David goes, oh yeah, that was, it had to be alien. I said, sir, with all due respect, that was how the Lockheed skunk works.
Really? That made the craft?
Yeah, that was one of ours.
And
he is now.
So because Fravor wouldn't say that now.
Oh, he did say so recently.
But in front of Congress, he says.
I don't think he has.
He's been told since then. He's corrected.
So he's saying David Fravor.
That I'd be able to tell you.
He's saying that David Fravor, Commander David Fravor, who saw the Tic Tac in that jet video I was just talking about, he's saying that he has recanted and said that he knows it's Lockheed Martin. And of course, because it's Dr. Stephen Greer here, there's no evidence of that. He has not recanted, and he has not come out and said that it's Lockheed Martin and that he knows it 100%. But Dr. Stephen, nobody's there to check Dr. Stephen Greer, and how dare you even think about interrupting him?
Crackadona, if you just let him fucking finish.
Yeah, you just gotta let the guy finish, is all we're saying.
Yeah, come on, man.
So
don't be rude.
No, that came out of the Lockheed Skunk Works. It's one of ours. It was something that they did on purpose to see this global organization, to see how our military would react.
So you think that Tic Tac was
absolutely
Skunk Works? Wow.
In the book we're going to give you, there's a very good account of it from 1967 over Pennsylvania, and we have a whistleblower who saw it being offloaded out of a big ship out of the in 1991, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's ours.
That was in
and then
the
later,
Azores
very
in Portugal?
recently, a Lockheed executive admitted to David Fravor that was theirs.
Really?
But I knew from the first time I saw it. I said, "It's all over CNN." I go, "That's not extraterrestrial. It's one of ours." And David goes, "Oh yeah, that was.
Every
it had to be."
Jesse Michaels like even opens his mouth and just
Right.
says, "Okay," and
Yeah,
agrees.
he just. It's infuriating.
He nods his head. If you'd let me finish, it's just like not even saying anything.
Right.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, so what do you guys think of that? Anybody there's 18 people here. Can I get 18 likes, please? I'd appreciate it. Thank you. You know, guys, some exciting news from YouTube today. Not the belch, but here it is. It's coming after the belch. I got an email and it said that they are going to if I choose to opt in, they're going to find sponsors for my podcast, is what YouTube said.
Hims.
I don't know how that's going to work. I didn't read any of it. I just agreed to it.
Hims is a hair loss thing, by the way.
Okay. I mean, that's fine.
And,
Does it work?
And I mean,
Oh, you think it's just going to be all bald things?
Yes, every single one. And then we're going to get like feminine product ads. It's like, oh, these two people.
I want gummy bears like that fucking CIA asset that we always Sean Ryan. I want gummy bear sponsors. I'd eat. Do you imagine how much bigger I would get if I had a gummy bear sponsor?
You would turn into a gummy bear. You would be the white.
I'm halfway there.
Fucking mystery flavored gummy bear.
Now I want gummy bears. Why'd you bring it up?
Gummy bear down the fucking center of your cock, and you won't want.
I'm really hungry right now. I shouldn't have gone live. I was gonna do a game stream, and then I was like, I just don't have the patience.
To go live. I was gonna eat a whole bag of cookies greased up in the dark, but I decided not to do that. God damn it!
I don't have any cookies.
Oh, I only have these cookies. I don't want any cookies. I want some cookies.
Are you in the bathtub? Is that what's happening here? I hear like a weird echo.
Well, it's because I have my camera right next to the speaker. That's my bad.
Okay.
But no, I'm in my room. Dude.
Well, I knew that.
I made a mistake by well, I guess I didn't make a mistake. I just need to shower because I was in the pool the last couple of days. So
you're washing off the water?
Well, no, I'm washing off the disgusting shit that I leave caked to my skin.
What am I doing here? I gotta do this. Excuse me. Tall lamp. Just gonna change this background color. There we go. Now we're kicking with the blue. Or should we go red? Maybe red? Red's cool too.
I've never seen it be red before.
It's red. Can you tell? I can't even tell. The filter turns everything blue. Like gives like a blue hue to everything.
Did you hear me just shit my pants?
Yeah, that was fucking disgusting. Is that what that was?
That was awesome, dude.
Dude, it sounded wet as fuck.
I shit right into the microphone. There's poo coming out of the microphone. That's awesome.
All right, I gotta play a video from my buddy Jordan here, Jordan Crowder. You hate him, but that's fine. He's gonna be on Joe Rogan soon, I think.
Forbes.
Right. So I've had interactions with Jordan, right? And I interviewed Ashton Forbes. That'll be two people that I know who have gone on or have touched Joe Rogan. It's only a matter of time before I make my way on that podcast, Faded Bones.
Crackadona, you're one step away, bro.
Mm-hmm. It's like that Kevin Bacon thing, but more gay, I think, which is hard to do.
That nobody likes. Jesus Christ.
Right.
This fucking guy.
This is an interesting theory. he always convinces me that simulation theory is real. Yeah, is real. And he makes some compelling arguments, and then when I'm not thinking about the videos that I watch of his and I get back to my normal life, I'm like, nah, it's too crazy to be real, and I hope it's not real. And then I see his next video and I'm like, oh, it's probably fucking true. Like I do feel like we live in a simulation sometimes. Like I really think there's only 50 or so different types of people, and then everybody is just a mix of those 50 phenotypes, you know what I mean? And then there's only, it's just like a video game where, you know, there's like base sets of pre-made models, and then there's certain personalities you can put in them, and then you mix up those personalities and you get like a different, so it's like almost infinite combinations. Like, I don't know, I'm crazy.
So if life is a simulation, what is the game that it is called?
Life.
No, it's called Them. And you know what I mean.
Okay, Feta, you're trying, I give you credit for using some self-control. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Read between the lines. Everybody knows what Feta Bones is talking about.
Hello, friends. So, if you like your reality nice, insane, and normal, then you probably want to click off this video right now, because this is going to be probably the most unsettling video that I've ever done. And that's saying something, because if you've been following me for the last 2 years, I've done over 600 videos, and they've been some of the most mind-bendy, insano things you've probably ever come across. But we've had fun, right? But this one's going to take the cake. And there's not really a way to segue into it, so let's just go. Are the Great Pyramids of Giza and the Sphinx from our ancient past, or are they from our future? See, we're starting off with a bang, y'all. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. So I know that doesn't make any sense, right? Of course they're from our past. They're ancient, man. All the archaeologists said it. They're 5,000 years old. Wow, that's old. Okay, well, let's get into a few things here. Let's lay the groundwork for this thing. So
this isn't,
my favorite physicist, John Arch.
Dude, you're just rambling over the entire thing anyways. So.
Well, I thought you were going to play a different video.
I am. Give me a second here. I don't think that's the right one I wanted to play.
Yeah, I hope fucking not.
Oh, it's because fucking Twitter sucks. Go to my page, you fucking cunt. Where is it? Oh, now you're quiet.
Well, because I'm jerking off and I'm waiting for you to say something so I can.
So you could start talking, right?
Come again, right?
Okay, here it is. This is the one.
Here it is.
All right, so this is about what is space, right? Like what space actually is.
Hello, friends. What if everything that we thought we knew about space is completely wrong? And what if understanding what space actually is the catalyst that will catapult human consciousness into the next level of spiritual ascension? I think this is the case, and I'm going to explain to you why. Now, let's start with the atom. Now, we're taught that atoms are like these Lego pieces, these building blocks of our physical matter reality. So if an atom is a building block of physical matter reality, then an atom must be physical, right? Right? No. They still teach this in school, which is crazy, because atoms aren't physical. We know that an atom is almost entirely an electron. The electron makes up 99+% of an atom, okay? So what is an electron? An electron is not that little billiard ball looking thing that we see orbiting around a nucleus in those diagrams. No, an electron is a probability distribution field. It is existing. It's like a wave that exists in this supersymmetry where it's everywhere and nowhere at once. It's everything and nothing at once. It doesn't really exist until it is observed by a conscious observer or a measurement is taken, and then it pops into something and it turns into something. So 99+% of atoms is basically nothing. It's unrealized potential energy, okay? Now that's super awesome, but it's not physical. So where's the physicality come from? Well, let's take it a step further. We know that 99% plus of our observable universe is plasma. Okay, so what is plasma? Well, plasma is ionized atoms. So you take an atom and you heat it up to a certain point, and then it becomes all decoherent and chaotic, and the electron, in this case the probability distribution field
Oh,
shuts
you
down
real
because it no longer is, coherent.
You remember when fucking Alexandra Myers was here, explaining to us how a fucking atom and a molecule is like the fucking solar system?
No, I don't remember that.
It was the last time she was here. It was probably, well, it wasn't even that long ago. It was like 2 or 3 of your lives ago. She came on here, and
Okay.
she was explaining how, to her, how when she learned it in school, like a molecule to her is like the solar system, but it's not. And I just wanted to, I guess you don't fucking remember that. It was just very funny because you know that an atom and a molecule aren't like the fucking solar system, right?
Well, yeah, of course. What are you talking about?
It seems obvious because it is. I was just bringing it up because you didn't have that reaction when she said it last time, so that's all. Whatever.
Well, what does that have to do with this?
He's bringing up the way that they're fucking like shaped and stuff, and he's being gay, and he's shoving.
Well, no, what he's talking about is in simulation theory, matter forms itself into material reality around us, right?
Okay.
And then space is the absence of matter. So when you think of space as like this big empty space, which it is, don't think of it that way. Think of it as like unpainted canvas. So like what he's saying is it's just like matter can only, well, we don't know what the laws are, but it seems like matter in reality only form in very specific places, right? Like on planets.
You be forced to drink again. Look at that. That's
What?
amazing. Your advertisements are forcing Jimnick to go back into drinking.
I don't think it's the advertisements, if I'm being honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Nobody thinks you're sober, Jimnick.
With the nucleus, and it's just this like chaotic soup. Okay, so plasma is just this blank canvas of unlimited, unrealized potential energy waiting to be realized. Okay, so how does that work? How do you turn this chaotic soup of decoupled atoms of this plasma into physical matter reality? Well, you have to cool it down. So you have to take a certain region of it, cool it down, and then all of a sudden the electrons, in this case, this probability distribution field, recouples to the nucleus, and it becomes coherent, and then it can be programmable. It can be formed into something. Plasma literally is Latin for, means to mold, to form. So,
dude, your mic is so bad, I honestly cannot understand what you're saying.
I'm sure.
Huh?
I'm sure he doesn't even know what cooling something down means. Like, do you even know what temperature is, Crackadona?
Hot and cold?
Okay, but what, like on a literal level, what is it?
Excited atoms and lazy atoms.
Yes. Yeah, pretty much. So when you cool something down, you're slowing down its
right. They move around slower, electrons and such.
And he's talking about like cooling down a specific particle.
He's talking about plasma, which is that essentially, but in a liquid form, right? Isn't that what plasma is? What is plasma? It's like
your energy.
No, it's not. Here, let me look it up.
Yes, it is.
Plasma. No. State of matter. There we go. Plasma is considered the fourth state of matter, distinguished by its unique properties as ionized gas. It comprises a collection of free-moving charged particles, which is what Jordan's talking about, electrons and ions, and is highly conductive, responding to electric and magnetic fields. Plasma is the most abundant state of matter in the universe. I didn't know that. I did know that. Found in stars, nebula, and even Earth's aura. So yeah, what he's talking about is exactly right.
Okay.
The plasma is the blank canvas of the universe, and then we turn it into physical matter reality, like this. by taking those decoupled chaotic atoms, cooling them down, letting them come back together into form, and then they form things. They're virtual particles that can be programmed to be turned into certain things, and they build our physical matter reality. But it's not physical, because the building blocks of our physical matter reality are not physical. They're virtual. There is no physicality to them at all. None. Okay? So that's an important thing to understand. And when you realize that and you realize what space is, you realize that, oh my God, space is just this sandbox. It is.
Okay, but it's not, though.
Streamer idea, people tune in and you say a keyword, they post it in your comments, VOD, and you run a sweepstakes. You can send someone a gift card for $5. So, Deus Ex Machina, I had 100% considered doing like giveaways and shit. The problem is people don't want to do that because they think I'm going to like dox their address. So nobody will do it.
Does fucking giveaways. So
does he?
Yes. It's a Crackadona. It's a black thing. You wouldn't get it. Neither would I, really.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was gonna do giveaways. I was planning it, but I figured because I actually had brought it up like a long time ago that I wanted to do something like that, and BG shot me down. He's like, "Why? So you could dox some?" Like, you know, like he immediately.
You know, the last
so I was
time
like, "Oh well."
Never.
Huh?
The last time BG had a good idea was when he fucking tried to kill himself. He hasn't had a good idea since.
It is literally a blank canvas of
real life.
Unlimited potential energy waiting for us, the conscious observer, to form it into things that changes everything. Space is not what you think. It's way cooler. Let me know what you guys think about this. Have a beautiful day, my friends. Peace.
Okay, real quick. So when he's saying that space is a blank canvas, autistically, that's fucking me up. Maybe that's what like dark matter is, or dark energy or whatever. It's like that huge unaccounted for mass in the universe. Because I don't know. I remember having like an argument with somebody back in school, and I'm like, okay, like I know there's no sound in space because there's no fucking particles to move around and bump together to make sound.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not that there is
in space, nobody can hear you scream.
Yeah, but it's there's nothing in space, but it's not literally nothing. There's like every however many cubic feet, there's however many particles. It's not like totally void of nothing. And I think like what he's saying, this canvas shit, that wouldn't be just like space. That would be like dark matter or something. It'd be like something where there is nothing, which is not necessarily what space is, in my opinion. When did BG try killing himself? Yes, last night. Every day.
Faded Bones, you anger me, and as punishment, here's Jim Nick.
Hi.
God,
hi.
Did I really do that much to deserve this?
Yep.
That's fucking foul.
Matter of fact.
Oh, matter of fact. N-word on your show and fucking collapse it. Like, oh, Crackadona. How about that?
Why do you sound like Kermit the Frog all the time?
Kermit the Frog here, and why do you use your mother's credit card to buy Kratom? It's
Jim Nick, hold on. Newsflash here.
No, it's my new time show.
Quiet. Listen, she is so much of a degenerate. I want you to pay attention to what's in her hand right now.
Dude, her hands.
You cannot get more fucking white trash than Jim Nick right here. She's playing scratch offs, and I bet she's just scratching the scratch off dust right onto the floor like a goddamn animal.
Licking it off. It's flavor. It tastes like cotton candy, Crackadona. Look at those teeth she doesn't brush. God, you can just imagine the whole house smells like fucking gingivitis and tooth decay.
Okay, Crackadona, you literally bought yourself your own scratch-off ticket the other day. I remember.
Yeah, but I have a job and money.
He goes to work, Jim Nick.
I go to work for a living.
Ever.
I can be frivolous with my money.
Hire me.
You get money for... No, I don't own my own business.
Well, you
Jim,
could.
You hire other people to stink.
I could.
They usually hire other people to smell good.
Oh,
You're
sorry. I
just gonna
keep
be
getting
hired around
messages. My ex wants to
fucking-
meet me tomorrow. And I'm in my
Jimnick, you went. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to bring up with you. You were showing pictures of a day outing that you went on like a day ago.
A
You
what?
were with Base Surfer, weren't you? You went on a fun day excursion with Base Surfer.
She's gonna
Doing
go out and
what?
do herself.
You posted pictures of it, and I can tell by your lying eyes that I'm correct.
I don't know, dude. Tired.
For stupid
Jim,
whore.
oh, look, don't make me go to your fucking
No, my
YouTube
ex-
channel where
my-
you post all of
Sorry.
your goings abouts.
She's
And-
got
My-
wheels for eyes. Two
My
chairs,
ex
two
keeps
wheels.
hurting all my messages, and I
He's
can't
not
take
your.
right now.
He's not your. Well, why does he even have access to your phone?
Because they're 5 feet
He's
apart.
your ex-boyfriend. He should not have any.
Yeah.
Well, he's outside your window like a fucking raccoon.
Crackadona, hey. Hey,
No,
what
he's-
are you talking about?
No.
Okay. Why do you make fun of me? Why do you make fun of me? But you let Fade It. But you let Fade It get away with being in love with some girl that he's only talked on his stream. By the way.
No, I don't let him get away with it. You can ask him. I fucking called him out on him multiple times that that relationship is
No.
retarded and that he disappoints me every moment that
You
that
said it
continues.
was great. You said it was great.
Did I not bust your balls about Crunchy, Faded Bones?
Who gives a fuck about Crunchy, dude?
Well, she
You
just
do.
brought it up. Clearly, Jimnick is jealous of Crunchy,
Well, of
even
course
though
I
they're
do,
the same
because
person.
Her fucking life sucks. You know what I mean? She would be jealous of fucking Cringosaurus if she looked at me the right way.
I
You know
like
what I mean?
What's that
Cringosaurus.
supposed to mean?
That he
What's that
has a
supposed to
crush
mean?
on
It means that you make
Cringosaurus.
And then the
Huh?
second that he looks at me, she becomes like distraught and upset.
Imagine
Oh, thank
being
God your mic
obsessed
is so
with
bad that I
you.
can't hear you.
Thank God.
Imagine being obsessed with you.
Why are you
I
at
can fix my
100?
I don't know. Crackadona, why is she even here is the better question.
I don't know. It's an open panel, so I put the link out.
Hi,
It doesn't have
hi.
retard filters on it when I put that link out.
Can you tell your boyfriend to
Her
stop?
eyes are so
being-
fucking yellow, dude. Holy cheese wheel
I know
eyes.
I'm gonna die.
Yellow
Yeah.
eyes.
Same.
Crazy, bro.
Old cheddar eyeballs.
When the moon hits your eye and they're yellow and you cry, you are
You're
dying.
gonna die.
You have jaundice and you stink and you're
cheese
no longer
wheel
pink,
eyes.
You are a goner. Your
I
bones
just
are
won $1 million.
afraid and your hair falls afraid and you're
I just won $1
choking.
million today.
Deus Ex Machina says, Cringe looks better than you, whore. That's what.
Wait.
That's how I imagined he meant it.
I won $4.
No, he's
I won
7-Eleven
$4.
manager. He's been back and
I
he's
won-
scratching at her door like a homeless cat. That she just.
She posted a
They're
video.
codependent on each other. They can't get rid of each other.
You didn't-
Well, what?
You didn't see the YouTube short she posted of Base Surfer?
No. What
Oh.
was it recently?
Yeah. Dude,
Well, that's what I'm saying. She posted pictures of her like I'm out at like fuckity fuck lake or whatever. And she was very careful to not put anybody else in the frame. But I know that fucking basehead was standing right off camera. And she's trying to play it off like they weren't hanging out all goddamn day.
Here's Base Surfer begging to be let back.
Oh, yeah, that's him. Yeah. He's got a play to Kratom.
Give me the Kratom card, please.
Yeah.
What the
Please give me the Kratom card. Aw, it is a cute raccoon.
Oh, Base Surfer's looking cute recently. He's looking like a little lost.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm tired of talking to y'all. Go fuck
Okay, well then get the fuck out of here. Bye. I kicked her.
I have another thing to show you, just totally unrelated to anything that we're talking about.
Yeah, what's up?
Just this image here.
Oh no. What the fuck is this?
What do you mean?
Blackout Andy, do you want a new thumbnail?
Here you go, pal.
She'd probably get mad at me for giving this to Blackout Andy like she did last time. She's like, "You betrayed me." I'm like, "You made the face on a publicly available podcast."
She thinks that you edited it. It's just how it fucking looks.
Yeah.
What a bitch.
What a stupid bitch. Well, are you going live tonight? What's going on?
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm doing it. I mean, if you're going to be live for another half an hour, I haven't showered yet, so I'm going to do that.
I don't know that I'm going to be. I'm probably going to end because this was just going to be a short stream and I got to go to bed because I'm getting up early. But one more thing we could talk about is do you know who the number one top grossing actor of all time is now? Huh?
Is it a dude?
I'm not telling you. Just guess who the actor is.
Oh God.
Of all time, biggest box office draw.
Harrison Ford.
Nope.
I don't know. I'm not going to be able to get it.
All right, I'll show you. It's this person. Scarlett Johansson.
I say that. Damn.
Isn't that weird that she is the highest grossing box office actor of all time?
Why that is.
Do you know? Well, now that you know the type of person that it takes to be in that spot as far as career goes, can you guess who was the reigning champ before her? I bet you can if you think about it.
Not Jennifer Lawrence.
No, think about forget man or woman. Just like think of somebody who's been in a lot of because that's why she is the greatest box office draw, because she was in a bunch of big franchises, so it bumps her number up, right? She was in Avengers, and then she was in a bunch of movies on her own.
You know what? She's paid one.
She's a good actor. I like her. So
not a bad actress or anything, but you know what?
Yeah.
She's the most paid one.
Faded Bones, I asked you a question. Who do you think was number two? Who?
You want me to guess? I don't fucking know.
Yes. Okay. So another person who's been in a bunch of franchises and is in a million movies. It was Sam Jackson, obviously.
Oh, okay, cool.
She knocked Samuel L. Jackson off of the number one spot for highest grossing actor of all time.
Now?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. It's just dial it back 10% for whatever. Jarvis, make Faded Bones 50% less of whatever he is.
If you made me 50% less racist, I would say nothing. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so basically Scarlett Johansson has like a price to be in a movie, and it's dick and blackmail, and it's like $250,000 or whatever, however much it is. Maybe it's $1 million for that pussy. But that's what it is.
Dude, she's married. She's married to Colin Jost from SNL, that lucky duck.
She's fucking Harvey.
It doesn't matter. It makes me feel like I could get her. Are you kidding me?
You're loyal to me.
Like Colin Jost is like he's just a guy, you know?
Yeah,
I kind of like that he got her.
But anyway, she's fucking Harvey Weinstein-esque motherfuckers, and she's getting like paid for it.
No, those days are long gone. No. That's another weird story. Have you been following that at all?
What? His dick is actually not weird.
No, there's
nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
they're trying. Candace Owens, you know that brown lady who does like political stuff, and she proved that the first lady of France is actually a man who groomed a young boy, and that boy became the president of France.
Yes.
Her new like conspiracy-esque thing is that Harvey Weinstein was railroaded. Like he got railroaded. I don't know the specifics of it. I just sort of heard somebody talking about it.
That is very weird.
And you know what? I got to admit, I've never really looked into any of his allegations. I just sort of bought it on the face that, yeah, of course, he's a creepy guy. We all know he's got that chewed up dick. Those were the big things that came out of his trial.
And Candace Owens, like, I saw it and it wasn't that bad.
Harvey is innocent. Yeah, that's what I was hearing. Random
It's totally
viewer.
possible. The surgery works. He got it cut open again, and it worked this time.
Well, what I think it is if he got like, well, he was the whole Me Too thing, right? Didn't that all start with him, or was that already going on and he became the face of it?
No, that was him.
That was him, right?
Yeah.
The whole casting couch and all that. What's up, Rolly Benjamin? And then there was another one. Did you see what the FBI fucking came out with today?
No.
They said there's no Epstein client list. We were lied to.
That's why I
said,
sent you that video. That new. We should watch that.
Oh, does he talk about it?
He says like one sentence. He's like, "Oh yeah, Epstein was like what's it called? A fucking blackmailer with no client list. He was just doing all of his
so right." And they're saying he did kill himself.
Yeah.
And that there was no client list.
No, there's no list to release
yeah,
that.
I don't believe it for a second. I think that
there's no list. guys.
I think that Trump was on there, and they're putting the kibosh on it. Kash Patel turned out to be a total fucking a dud as far as a guy to be. He would have been, if he was on a podcast and didn't have the position that he has now, he'd be the first person talking about the Epstein client list and how this is all bullshit. Same thing with Dan Bongino. He's the assistant or the number 2 at the FBI, but he would be beating the drum of we need to get to the bottom of this Epstein business. Had he not gotten called up by the administration. And I think they're all covering it up. And the only thing that I could think of that they'd be covering it up is because of Trump. All right, we'll watch the new Flesh Simulator share screen. It says Jeffrey Epstein's god-awful music taste, Flesh Simulator. Everybody subscribe to his channel. It's a great channel. The movies have gotten progressively gay and worse since Weinstein got exposed. Yeah. And another thing, like my personal gripe with the whole thing, it's not about the victims or anything. It's because one of my all-time favorite movies is Dogma. And for some reason, when Weinstein went to prison, he had to sell off all of his assets and rights to movies. And his movie company, Weinstein, or what was it, the Weinstein Brothers? I used to see it in the beginning of movies. He had to sell all this shit off to pay the victims restitution. And but for some reason, he went to prison and he held on to like 3 or 4 things. And one person whose career he helped a lot was fucking Kevin Smith in Quentin Tarantino. And they have never released Dogma on DVD because he's just been sitting on the rights, and Kevin Smith can't get them to release Dogma, and so I can't get a copy of Dogma because fucking Weinstein's sitting on it, hoping that he could get a little payday if he ever gets out of prison. You better use that whole payday to buy a new dick, his little chewed up bubblegum dick. They've been threatening to release the client list for a few years now.
And now there's
if
no
you
list.
had that going on, would you have a client list? Of course not. Well, I mean, yes, because that's the whole point, isn't it?
Why is that Gymnic on the screen?
That's a good point. It does look like Gymnic. But if you're doing all of these nefarious things in order to blackmail people, of course, there's going to be a list. There's going to be a trail. You could don't think of it as like Santa Claus's naughty or nice list. Like he doesn't just have a scroll with all their names. It's like a hard drive or something.
After watching this Flesh Simulator video, you might think that he does really have a scroll.
Oh yeah.
He's apparently
Okay.
fucking retarded.
Now, yeah, no client list according to the FBI. I think that was today. Shepard. Another crack and faded stream 100%. Like the and sub, share the stream, please and thank you. It's good, chat. Thank you, Clumsy. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. or I'll kill Maxine on stream.
Oh, come on.
Deep HIV Web has the encrypted list. Decryptburpees. Okay.
Just pulling a Jim
Hollywood was dying and the Diddy trials have killed Hollywood. Everyone just watches Netflix series now. I mean, Hollywood's been dead for a long time now.
Yeah, everyone watches Netflix, and the shit on Netflix is fucking retarded. Listen, if you have any family members that watch Squid Games, think about looking into euthanization for adults. So these are the people that are fucking retarded, and they don't have any faith.
Booty Goon, wouldn't they want to not put that on paper? Correct. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think, like, when they're saying the list and Pam Bondi said, I have it on my desk, and then all of a sudden now there isn't one. Pam Bondi, the, what is she, the Attorney General or something? Or like, she's our country's, our top prosecutor of the country. She said that she had it on her desk, quote unquote. I thought I had a clip of that, actually, of her saying it, but I'll look after this. Let's take a look at this video. Oh, Kenny Powers is here? Holy shit. Glad I'm not the only one who watches Flesh Simulator. It's an honor to have you here, Mr. Powers. Thank you for coming.
That's the homie. He's
hell yeah.
You've talked
one of my like top 10 favorite people that have ever lived.
No.
Like, not even celebrity, just like of all time.
No, he's a chatter. He might come through on the panel, he might not, but he's a trucker, and all of his homies are truckers too. They're cool. They're good people.
Sick.
Hell
All
yeah.
right. Well, welcome, buddy. Yeah, Canada does have a human euthanasia program, and so does like those real Nordic countries. They just they get real sad over there when it gets cold, which is all the time.
Kill myself. Okay.
Like Germans are like that too. They're like, and now is time where we all die, and it's like that's like cheery for those people.
Have you ever seen Midsummer?
No, I have seen lots of memes in the last 5 minutes of it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, there's this part where basically when the people get old, they jump off of a cliff. So
why do they wait till they get old? Why not
It's
do it when you're young?
like a weird Icelandic thing. It's like a weird pagan like ritual thing. And they like jump off the cliff and they smack their heads onto a rock and they fucking die. Oh, the next generation? More like that nigga
It's
gay.
the good one. Lieutenant Tasha Yar. Oh, I want to motorboat them fucking things. I cried when she died from the black blob monster. Do you guys
The
remember
next
that?
generation, more like that nigga gay.
Is that what TNG stands for? That nigga gay?
I'm glad I said it again because
Yeah.
I know you didn't fucking hear me the
Yeah.
first time. Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look.
Since our old pal Jeffy E is back in the news recently, turns out he was a lone wolf sex trafficker with no clients, and the real killer.
Oh
is
yeah,
depression.
Shorty, I'll be there.
I figured it would be appropriate, or I guess in many ways very inappropriate and tasteless, to go over one of the funnier sides of his whole
what state do you live in?
Thing. So, something about the sex offender registry is that you are required by law to disclose any social media account that you may have. And because Epstein was in fact a sex offender, this may be news to some of you, we get to see most of his socials. Social media includes Spotify, and let me tell you, his playlists, there are many words to describe them.
Wait, so you're telling me we didn't get the Epstein client list, but we got the Epstein Spotify playlist?
Yup.
Why is that available and we didn't get the fucking client list?
So, let's look through them.
Because why?
Because everything is a fucking distraction.
Right. Yeah, they're just fucking stringing us along at this point.
Yeah.
They're edging us.
He was a man of exceptionally poor taste.
Guys, hit that like
So,
button before any
one
more
thing I
of
would
you
like
leave.
to say
It's
just
free
off
and
the
easy
bat
to
is
do.
that from looking at these, and especially just the names, really, of these playlists, it is clear that I don't think he was the brains of this operation. Let me pull up this link. So what you see here is his Spotify account, JEE Vacation. Many of these are now scrubbed, including the infamous Me Likey now.
Spotify?
But let's take a look at...
I didn't know that. Is Spotify like social media?
Yes. Crackadona has to hide all his fucking gay moaning playlists.
Yeah, it's just... I'm trying to think. It's Britney Spears and fucking... who's that real, like, depressing guy? Morrison. Yeah. Just listen to Morrison, Duran Duran, Flock of Seagulls, and Britney Spears. That's all I listen to.
I'm gonna shake my head today.
No, if you looked at my Spotify playlist, it's exactly what you would think it would look like. It's just like 90s rock and rap.
People eating cookies into the microphone.
Oh, in 100 UFO podcasts.
And there's farting videos. And
Well, I don't think you can. There's no videos on there.
well, there's
I'm gonna have to look.
farting sounds on your playlist.
Oh, looped for fart sounds for 10 hours. Yeah, that's a classic. Yeah, cake farts. That's right. Jimnick wants some more attention.
Oh, well, let's not give it to her.
Okay.
Cool.
Exercise. Spelled incorrectly. Too many C's. So, his taste, let's just go through artist by artist. First song, Pitbull,
Nice.
Afrojack, Neo, and Nair, the song Give Me Everything. Then Tiesto, Ladytron, Tiesto, Tribute Megastars, Tiesto.
Who the fuck is Tiesto? I've never heard of him.
I don't know. Some fucking.
I gotta look up Tiesto. Let's see here. Who is Tiesto? Tiesto. Tiesto. He's like, it's Eurotrash, like electronic music. Of course, he listens to electronic music while he's molesting children.
Or he's watching Tom Hanks do it. Yeah.
Yeah, he is Eurotrash. It says, known professionally as Tiesto, is a Dutch DJ and record producer. He was voted the greatest DJ of all time by Mix Magazine in a 2010-2011 poll amongst fans.
Who was he voted by? Fucking Jeffrey Epstein?
No, fans. Yeah, they were all, Jeffrey Epstein got on a bunch of alt accounts and voted him his favorite. Yeah, 90% of Tiesto's downloads and streams are Jeffrey Epstein. In 2013, he was voted DJ Mag Readers as the best DJ of the last 20 years. He's also regarded as the godfather of EDM by many sources. Really? Okay. So he sort of started the genre, I guess.
He was the first guy to ever suck dick.
Right.
Tiesto.
Well, he's European, so.
Symphony Number 3 in E flat major by Ludwig van Beethoven. Tiesto.
He loves that.
Party
Tiesto
Rock Anthem by LMFAO. Better Off Alone,
Party
a
Rock
cover
Anthem.
version
House
from
tonight.
Dance Anthem. Jump for My Love, the Pointer Sisters. It's Raining Men, Party Girls. Disco Inferno by the Tramps. You Spin Me Right Round Like a Record by Dead or Alive. Call Me by Blondie, It's My Life. I believe that's also a cover. He can't even find the right version of these songs on Spotify. We found Love in a Hopeless Place, Rihanna and Cal Paris, Good Feeling by Flo Rida. It's beginning.
Does anything about me... What? Faded.
Just the terminology of Leaf. I know Leaf.
Does anything about me say Leaf? The answer's no.
Your taste in women does.
Well, I just put my dick in them. It's a dominance thing. I'm American and I like to dominate the Canadians. It's very easy to do.
Inside of guys, but that doesn't make me gay.
Yes, it does. It makes you very gay.
I have to relook up the definition of what that word.
Yeah, I think you might have some soul searching to do there, buddy.
To look a lot like Christmas and All I Want for Christmas Is You, both by Michael Bublé.
It's exercise.
Rolling in the Deep, Adele. Without You, David Guetta and Usher. White Christmas with Shania Twain, Michael
All
Bublé.
right. Straight
Party
banger,
Rock Anthem
certified
again.
banger.
All I Want for Christmas Is
Party
You,
Rock Anthem
Mariah Carey.
again.
Sexy and I Know It, LMFAO. Two Drake songs, It Girl by Jason Derulo. Silent Night by Michael Bublé. Moves Like Jagger.
How do you look up
Maroon
your
5. Over My Dead
Spotify
Body.
history? I want to look up mine now.
I'll Be Home for... What is with the fucking Christmas songs? Just out of order. First of the Year,
profile.
Equinox by Skrillex. Ave
Says no
Maria,
recent activity.
Michael Bublé. Fun, We Are Young.
It's a playlist.
Sexy and I Know It Again.
Oh, it's a playlist.
Midnight City,
Gotcha.
M83. That's a good song. Love You Like a Love Song by Selena Gomez. Is this still recording? Yes. Holocene by Bon Iver. Give Me Everything, again, by Pitbull. Lonely Boy by the Black Keys. Call It What You Want by Foster the People. All of the Lights, Kanye. Little Lion Man, Mumford & Sons. Donald Trump by Mac Miller.
It's pretty bad, Trust God TV.
If I Die Young, the band Perry. Love on Top by Beyonce. Look at Me Now. Young Blood by The Naked and Famous. Best Thing I Never Had by Beyonce. Last Christmas by Wham. On his exercise playlist. He really is a sick fuck. My Heart Will Go On, Celine Dion. Eye of the Tiger, Survivor.
It's not even that, but can you imagine that you're being molested by this guy and this is the music that is playing in the background? This is the soundtrack to your molestation. That's terrible.
Well, actually, that's not his playlist. There is a molestation playlist coming up soon. Don't worry.
He did have Beethoven on there. Does that count? That's like the ultimate classic music. But no classic rock, no Foghat, no Rush or anything, no Zeppelin.
Chariots of Fire, Vangelis. We Will Rock You by Queen. We Are the Champions by Queen. Jump Around.
I gotta say, he's got the most basic bitch music on there. You know what I mean? Like Jump Around, fucking
Jump Up, Jump
Party Rock. Like these are soulless songs with nobody with a soul listens to this shit. This is like commercial crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Round by House of Pain. The Final Countdown by Europe. Oh Christ, Rock and Roll Part 2 by Gary Glitter.
Oh, that one
About
makes
5%
sense.
of you will be like, Harder, Better, Faster.
Gary Glitter, for those of you who don't know and don't live in the UK, Gary Glitter was the most notorious celebrity pedophile of all time.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
He for decades, he like literal decades. Do you know who Casey Kasem is in the United States? Like Casey Kasem.
Yeah.
He was also the voice of Shaggy on Scooby-Doo. But it was the British version of Casey Kasem. I think he even predated Casey Kasem a little bit. And he hosted a show on UK TV called Top of the Pops. And they would have like teeny boppers in, and he was a creepy, ghoulish looking guy too. Like if you saw him, you'd be like, "That's a fucking pedophile." But the people in the UK were just as baffled as people were in America when it came to Liberace being straight. You know what I mean? Like Liberace wore sequin to everything, and he talked like this, and everybody was like, "Oh, he's that guy so straight and a ladies' man."
What the heck?
Yeah, but wait, no, am I getting him mixed up? Yeah, I'm getting him mixed up with somebody else. That's not Gary Glitter. I'm thinking, who am I thinking of? That's not the guy that I'm thinking of. Who the fuck was I talking about? Type in Top of the Pops.
Top of the Pops.
Yeah. What's the guy's name?
Dave Barry?
Blessed?
No.
Blessed Times for Life. That guy has a mongoloid head. He is autistically investigating a potentially fake playlist. Could be. I don't know. He's pretty good. Let's see here. Who's the host?
Well, not this bitch.
No.
Presenters.
You're moving around too quick. Jimmy Savile, right there.
Jimmy Savile?
Yeah, Jimmy Savile's the guy. That's who I was thinking of. My bad. Yeah, that guy molested like hundreds of kids. And he in his free time.
Whoa.
Yeah, there you go. Tell me that guy doesn't scream pedophile.
This is LC, bro.
You think?
Yeah, this is LC.
That doesn't look like
it's
LC.
literally LC. What the hell? That's crazy.
Nah, dude. Hard to believe that guy molested hundreds of children.
He had so
for
many
decades. He also was like rewarded for it. Like it was an open secret. He was knighted by the crown too for his contributions to helping the youth. I swear, you can't make this shit up.
Not Neil Patrick Harris. Patrick Stewart, because he fucked Spock. And they're like, you were so good at having gay sex with Spock.
Listen, you don't listen. Fucking Jean-Luc Picard and Spock never crossed paths. Jean-Luc Picard lived hundreds of years after Spock did. Okay,
they crossed more than paths. They crossed streams. They crossed
no. You've crossed a line now, and now I'm upset.
Faster, Stronger by Daft Punk. Stronger by Kanye West. These two are right next to each other.
The old man in a wheelchair.
I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles by The Proclaimers. Wow. I Ran by Flock of Seagulls.
I Ran, by the way.
Run This Town by Jay-Z.
I Ran.
Jump for My Love, again, but a different version by the Pointer Sisters. Bombs Over Baghdad by Outkast.
That's a good one. That's a fucking banger.
And then whatever, like an entire workout album.
Liberace.
Okay. I cannot stress enough how
there's a song. I don't even know if I could play it because it'll probably still get me copyrighted, even though how old it is. But like I was talking about with Liberace, where the guy is queer as a $3 bill, but because people were so innocent back then, they're just like he's flamboyant, and it was, before the word flamboyant. I think the word flamboyant means gay because of Liberace, right? And that might be like when that word lost its meaning, and like the word gay lost its meaning as just meaning happy, because Liberace was happy all the time, and now it's gay means butt sex with a man.
The Birdcage with Robin Williams.
What about it?
That's what he's acting like, and people are like, he's not gay,
dude. Have you ever seen Liberace talk?
Yeah, that's why
yeah.
That's why I said it's the gayest movie ever.
Well, there was a song back in his heyday. What was it? The 50s. How does it go?
Sucking dick.
No, it's not. Thank you for interrupting me with that nonsense. But
why did you let me do it?
The song goes like something like, it's about a girl pining for the kiss of Liberace, and then in the video, like Liberace like looks over and like blows her a kiss, and like she fucking melts. It's like that guy was sucking cocks, and holy cocks.
Your opportunity to make a joke, and you're like, oh, the song actually went like this, and then you should have done what I did.
No, it's okay. I understand how comedy works. Thank you, Faded Bones.
Bad he is at spelling. And remember, this is not a fake account. This is his real account. This is.
He shows it for like half a second, so you're gonna have to be quick.
And remember,
this is a picture of Epstein when he was a teacher at Dalton.
Stress enough how bad he is at spelling.
He misspelled his own name, probably because it's not really his name. It's a fake Mossad name that he took.
His mouth is so big. He's the most obvious non-human ever. Dude, his human.
How do you misspell your own name?
That guy fucking licks the side of his lips to stay cool. Like he is that guy is a lizard for sure. I don't give a fuck. Lizard ass motherfucker.
Maybe he was dyslexic.
Maybe, yeah, that's why he did all that shit that he did.
And remember, this is not a fake account. This is his real account. This is legally specified to be his account.
Okay, so somebody was asking, what was it, Trust God TV? Somebody was saying, or they weren't really sure how you knew that it was his account. I bet you this came out in the trial or whatever. It's somehow legally documented. This is 100% his account.
There's a gospel playlist spelled gossipful. Mostly Aretha Franklin. Pitbull. On the floor, Rain Over Me. Pitbull and Mark Anthony. Give me... So he has a 4-song playlist that's... Okay, cool, I found it. A lot of these are actually fairly hard to track down. You need to find the Spotify profile, once again, JEE Vacation, Jeffrey Edward Epstein, through Google.
What are all the sprays and lotions surrounding Flush Simulator here? It's all
different ways to repel bioweapons.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
You think this guy is like a shut-in who's afraid of all the germs?
No, I think actually Crackadona, that's black repellent behind him, and what it is basically is pure knowledge and intelligence in a can, which is the known opposite and a known killer of African American people.
Okay.
Just by searching the thing up, and then you can get to the link. Here we go. I actually managed to find a way to get to Me Likey Now, the one that was blocked out earlier. And I guess I see why they had it blocked off. Little Girls by Oingo Boingo.
Oh.
Catholic Schoolgirls Rule by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
It's a little on the nose, don't you think?
I Whooped Batman's Ass by Wesley Willis. The Wonder of You by Elvis Presley. Banana Man, Tally Hall. Polka Face by Weird Al Yankovic. Pedophile by Cupcake. Biggering, the 88 Lorax singers from the Lorax soundtrack. Wesley Willis? Really? Now, in lieu of a sponsor spot for this video, I just wanted to bring up something that is actually important. I don't know if any of you have been really...
Hold up, wait a minute. Yeah, the pedophile one was a bit on the nose.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Paying attention to the news, but there was a truly devastating, catastrophic biblical flood in central Texas over the last couple days. The death toll has already risen to 82. There's a lot of people...
Yeah, the flooding in Texas is fucking crazy, dude. What a fucking tragedy. That whole, like, summer camp of, like, girls was just totally wiped out. 50 people were...
Flood yet.
Yeah, and somehow Jim Nick survives and all those, like, innocent people died.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's a real tragedy. I read one story, or I saw one story where it was a guy and his wife, and they had like 5 or 6 kids in their house. In the house, it was the mother-in-law, the wife, all the kids. The house was filling with water, and the only way they could get out of the to like get the kids and everybody out of the house was to break through a window. And the guy punched through the window and severed his artery in his arm. Managed to get his whole family out, and then in some like last minute Titanic shit, he's like, I'm not gonna make it, and he just lost consciousness while he was saving everybody and fucking died. That shit's crazy. He's like, I'm not gonna make it go on without me. Like,
so, like, he didn't think to like wrap his hand in a towel, or maybe use a rock.
I thought that too, and so did everybody else in the comments. But you know, you're ruining a real moment.
He shoves his hand in it, and he rubs his wrist around the glass. Getting all the glass out.
He put his head through and rubbed his
Well, I don't feel so good. I feel
Yeah,
lightheaded.
guys, it's safe now to get through it.
Dude.
You're right. Fuck that guy. He's an idiot.
The motherfucker's he
Still
couldn't have his
missing.
leg.
A lot of the
Darwin
people
Award
dead
winner.
are children,
Just used
and it's looking like.
What's it called? Not the stepmother. He should have used the mother-in-law to break the window. That way there
Right.
would have been zero loss, and everyone would have been happy at the end. Yay!
Well, they're in Texas. Why didn't they just like shoot the windows out or something?
This is Jimnick's family members, and they're all fucking retarded as fuck.
Too poor to own guns.
Too poor to own guns. Too stupid to fucking
Use some sort of tool to break the window. I'm gonna use my fist.
I'm gonna use my flesh.
Like there's going to be more rain coming. I'm including a link in this description to a relief fund organized by Kerr County. So if you have any extra money,
All right,
anything
I'll
you can
post that
spare,
link.
please donate to that. It's really needed right now. Last Christmas by Wham, really?
Always a pleasure to check in with Flesh Simulator. That guy's great. I'm gonna. So here is the link to the if you want to donate to the Texas flood victims, I guess. Here, let me post this in chat. Copy, paste. There you go. If you guys are feeling generous, you want to help the people out in Texas. There's the link. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. No, did it? Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah.
No. Can you click it? Does it work?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, there you go, guys. Donate to help the Texas flood victims. It's really fucked up what happened down there. And yeah, I mean, I don't understand how flash floods work, really. I know the river rose a bunch of inches very quickly. They had a bunch of rain, obviously. But wouldn't it be possible to know where the water's going to channel? Like, shouldn't it be very easy to guess, like, when this water rises that, oh, the topography of the land is shaped like this, so we shouldn't build a child summer camp in this area because the ground is shaped in a way that it's going to funnel all the water if the river rises towards us.
It was Camp Kill All the Girls. So
It's a very specific name for that camp.
It's Native American.
You're going to donate, Shorty? Good for you, man. Everybody should throw a couple bucks towards those people. They need it. But
you should throw a couple dollars at those dead people. Maybe they'll come back to life.
all right, Faded Bones. So 105 it's up to now. Holy shit, it was only like 47.
It's 80.
They prayed to Jesus and he came. Oh no, Julia, come on.
They prayed to Jesus and he came all over their face.
Oh
and they
no. That's really sad. All right, man. Well, I think I'm done.
For an hour and a half stream, that's crazy.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed. Like I said, I'm still figuring out the whole new schedule and when I should go live. When did I go live? When did I start? 10 o'clock? About 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go live even earlier then if I want to do a normal 3-hour stream. I'm gonna have to go live at like 8 o'clock.
You got to definitely text me beforehand for sure. I was
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry guys, I gotta figure it out. All right, Faded. Go live, do your thing. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Guys, I'm sorry. I know it's a short one, but like I said, I'm not acclimated to my new schedule yet. I'm still working on it. I'm making an effort to go live. Doesn't that count for anything? Yeah, sorry, Julia. Just support the stream, become a channel member, hit the like button, and share the streams if you can. Do whatever you can. Bring people here. I'm making an effort. I'm streaming as often as possible. I've gone live like every other day for like the past 2 or 3 weeks. I've been pretty consistent, so I'm streaming for you. Yeah, I gotta end Grumpelstiltskin. I'm on that first shift business now. I used to be second shift where I was like getting out at 11:30. I could go to bed at 5 a.m. That's why I did third shift, but now I'm first shift. So it's not forever. I will switch back to third shift once the summer's over. I'll switch back. So like another month or so, and then I'll be back on my old schedule, and then your programming will resume as normal. But thanks for being patient and hanging out with me. Donate to the fucking Texas Relief Fund that I put in chat and help those people out. And have a great night, guys. I'll see you again. I'll probably do like a game stream tomorrow or whatever. I'll see you when I see you. Have a great week. Take it easy. Peace.
Dumb enough because I'm fucking around with you when I'm drunk. I'm out playing you by you.
No, you're actually not.
Yo, I actually am. Yeah, but
I like your Wendy's drive-through headset tonight. It looks good on you.
Yeah, but
did you take that home from work? Oh, a transgender person said they tried to put a dick in his ass and it didn't work.
They couldn't
put
put
the secret, Jimmy. Don't do it. Don't touch the vomit. Oh my god. It's so bad. Ew, why is she doing it in a seductive way?
Bo
Jackson trying to sound gay, but even black guys have fucking big old booties.
Yo!
Why are you checking out black dude butts?
Hella gay!
That was the gayest thing that Clumsy.
It's gonna, it's gonna.
Hey, but them black dudes do be having big butts though, am I right?
That's
Give me a break.